Hey guys, it's Cisco here with a quick review of the Iron Studios quarter scale Darth Vader. So this is a really awesome piece, guys. I'm really happy that I ordered it, and I'm really pleased with the production quality that it's turned up with. It's a really beautiful looking statue. It's got such a great pose. So as you can see here, I've got him posed with both hands on the saber. It's just a really iconic and a menacing pose for a Darth Vader statue, I think. But there are a whole bunch of different posing options. So there's 2 right arms, one with the saber and one with the fist, and there's 4 different left arms as well. So that's a ton of different options. I might try at the end of the video to switch out to a bunch of those different ones, give you guys a look at what they look like on the piece and what the different options are. The saber lights up as well as the base with a switch, and the chest box and the belt can also light up with their own switches as well. I will say the saber looks really fantastic even when it's not lit up. It's a really bright kind of color. It's a beautiful color red. Yeah, it's just a really nice looking saber, so I was really impressed with that. Probably the only thing that I don't absolutely love on the piece is the cape, and the reason is pretty much that I'm just someone who prefers sculpted capes. I don't really like fabric capes, but that said, this is quite a nice fabric cape. I think it's been done quite well. The stitching is really nice, like it's been finished very, very nicely. The snow effect on it looks really great. So overall, it's a pretty nice fabric cape. It's just, you know, fabric capes aren't really my thing. But also, I haven't really messed with it at all. This is pretty much fresh out of the box and just onto the piece for the review. So taking some time to pose it would make a really big difference as well. So I'll give you guys a quick 360 now, and then we'll jump straight in for some close-ups. Okay guys, be right back. Okay guys, here we go with some close-ups on Vader. So I might start up here with the head. I'm really impressed with this head sculpt actually. So the dome is like really thick, high quality feeling plastic. I don't really know my plastics, but I'm guessing it's maybe ABS or something like that. But you can see how beautiful and shiny it is. It just looks fantastic in person, guys. Really happy with that. So you can see the like asymmetrical black and grey pattern on the face as well. So that's accurate to the movie. And then the grill, like on the mouth area. Just really fantastic looking head sculpt. Really happy with it. So then the chest part feels like it's made out of that same really thick, high quality plastic. Again, it's nice and shiny. And these shoulder pads that are on all the switch out arms as well. Just looks really great. Then we have the cape. So it's got a slightly shinier, kind of more satiny like inside, and then like a matte outside. You can see the kind of difference there, but really like nice stitching work throughout the whole thing. It's just finished really well. Looks nice, and there's some, I don't know if I'll be able to get you it properly, but there's actually like a leather or a pleather type trim. You can kind of see it, a little corner of it there, that's just in the collar area, like under where the head sits. Just gives it like a little bit more cushioning. Thought that was just like a nice little touch. So there is sort of a chain under the neck there. I didn't bother to position it properly, but they did also give you a second one of those, like in case something happens to it. And I always appreciate things like that on small little, with small little parts. you know, in case it breaks in the future, you have a spare. So that's a nice touch from Iron Studios. So just giving you guys a look at the snow effect that's on the cape. It's definitely nice. It's well done. Excuse my dogs. So it's quite consistent looking over the whole thing, and I really love the way that goes with the base. Okay, then just coming back up, you guys a look at the body sculpt, the sculpted suit on the arms and the torso. Some people have already been commenting that it looks too shiny. Definitely is looking a lot more shiny on the camera right now than it is to me in person. I think that's just the camera's kind of picking up the light more than your eyes would in person. It doesn't look too shiny to me at all. It looks fantastic actually. I really love this sculpted suit. It looks excellent. So the chest box has a light up. So it runs on batteries. To turn it on, you have to pull it out and there's a switch at the back. The design flaw there is that when you have him posed with both arms on the saber like this, you cannot remove the chest box to turn it on without taking off this arm. Now this arm has a hole that slots all the way over the hilt of this lightsaber, and it's fairly tricky to get it on and off. You have to be really careful to make sure you're not damaging the hilt of that saber. So to turn the chest box lights on when he's in this pose is extremely difficult and time consuming, particularly because I found I had to take the belt off to get the arm back on because it kind of gets in the way. So that kind of adds an extra annoyance as well. Although if you want to turn the belt lights on, you have to take that off to turn them on as well anyway. But I just think it's really unfortunate that it's so hard to turn the chest lights on when you have Vader in this pose, which in my opinion is the optimal pose. So I wish maybe the switch had been put on the bottom of the chest box in there, and you could just flick it on and off instead of having to remove the whole thing, because I do just think that's a bit unfortunate. Give you a quick look at the saber while I'm here. Sorry, it's hard to focus on it, but it looks really, really nice. It's a beautiful bright red and looks great even when it's not lit up. I'll put that on a little bit later. This little part here is a little metal piece as well. It's a nice touch. So just coming down to the feet. So you've got the snow effect on the boots. I do have a very slight gap, but I didn't want to mess around with it too much because I'm packing him up after this. So these like shin guards on the boots are again that really thick, nice glossy plastic. They look fantastic. I'm really, really happy with that. And then we have the base with the snow effect. All these pipes and things with snow on them. So you've got this spotlight here. It's a little cracked glass. That's intentional. So some people thought it was broken, but it isn't. It's got a little bit of snow on it. A little bit of like weathering. Yeah, it looks great. I really quite like this little like water pump or something like that at the back of the base here. Again, it's got some like rust and weathering on it, little speckles of snow and these like, you know, broken pipes coming out and things. I think it looks really cool, but it's hard to see from the front. His cape kind of blocks it, which is a little bit of a shame just because I think it's quite nice. So you've got the light for this switch, sorry, for the light ups here. So I'll just turn that on. You can see the spotlight. It's quite bright here today, so it's a little bit hard to see it, but it's very bright in person. And then the saber is that beautiful newer saber technology like Sideshow uses. It's really bright. It's even brighter in person than it is on the camera. Beautiful red color. And he just looks absolutely fantastic lit up like that. But again, it's just such a shame not being able to turn those chest lights on easily at all, because they've bothered to have them so that they go in the correct sequence and everything. But yeah, it's just so difficult to turn it on and off in this pose. So when I switch out the arms, I'll turn that on for you guys. Alright, so I'll switch out to some of the other arms now and give you guys a look at those too. Be right back. Okay, so what I've decided to do first, now that I have access to the chest box, so you can see with these arms, you can access the chest box really easily. So I'll just give you guys a look at the light sequence as it goes. So they've matched that to the movie, apparently, which is really cool little touch. So to operate it, you just pull it off like this. It's got this little switch at the bottom there. Just flick it on or off, and then just pops back in like that. So it's held in pretty well by the magnet. And in any of these arm positions where the arm is not blocking the chest by holding the saber, it's easy to pull that out and turn it on. But yeah, big problem when that hand is holding the saber. So then the belt has Velcro at the back, so you just peel it off. It's got a little switch at the back like the chest box, and so here are the lights on the belt here. I don't think I'll be using the lights on the belt that much. I find it pretty annoying to have to Velcro it on and off, and get it back around the waist with the cape and things like that in the way. So yeah, but if I'm posing it where I have access to the chest box, I would use that one. Oh, and so there is this one little extra piece, but when you're using the poses where he's not holding the lightsaber, there's a little clip on the belt just there, and then the little metal hook on the lightsaber, so you can just hang it on the belt like that. So that's awesome as well. Let's give you guys a slightly better look at this. Yeah, okay, so now I'm going to try and run through all the different poses, maybe give you guys a quick 360 and then a panning shot so you can see them all. And I'll try not to talk during that, just get through it all quickly for you guys so you can have a look. All right, here we go. Okay guys, that was all of the possible switch out arm configurations. I can already tell this video has dragged on way too long. I'm so sorry about that. If you've made it all the way here, then thank you so much for watching. I will say that messing around with all the different arm configurations just then has really given me a better appreciation for all of the different switch outs. So I still love the two hands on the Sabre, but I'm definitely planning to switch it up to some of these other configurations now. Some of them really change up the look and feel of the piece, and that is so awesome to have the amount of choices that we've got with this statue. So once again, so happy with this piece, guys. Really ecstatic at the way that it came out, and yeah, I highly recommend it to anyone looking for a 1/4 scale Vader. Alright guys, well as always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to catch you guys on the next video. Cheers.